Morning, kid. I missed you. Well, that's saying something considering we've been together all night. I mean, come on, it's the morning now. Fuck. I got a headache. But you soothe it so well, you know that. You soothe me every single time. You patched me up too from last night. Now I feel like I'm not going to fall apart on you, so that's a plus. How you feeling, kid? Definitely seems like you got an attitude on you today. Something wrong? Well, I shouldn't even ask that. You'll tell me if something's wrong, won't you? Unlike those other guys, I'll tell you all the fancy words, but I'll also tell you something fucking useful in there. Don't worry, kid. I'll protect you, and I don't just mean that as some fancy word to blow wind up your ego. But no, I actually mean it. I'll protect you, kid. And you might just mean something to me. And so what if you do? I mean, come on. You expect it to be that easy. I wish it was. I wish I could just make things that cut and dry. No. No, kid. Life isn't that easy. We might have to run away with all this. And the thought of that is incredibly exciting and incredibly scary all at once. You want to know why? That's for me to know and you to find out. Come on, what fun would I be if I didn't tease you a little? We both know how that goes. Besides, I mean, if I wasn't a teasing bastard, you probably would have lost interest in me a long time ago, let's be honest. Now look at me, kid. I'm not washed up, nor am I saying that I'm the best in the world, but I'm saying I'm a perfect match for you. And that means something. You smell so nice, kid. I don't know what it is. Just today. It seems different. Does this ever piss you off that I say that, but you know, our height differences. Look, I'm not making fun of you or anything. I'm just poking fun. Poking fun at the fact that I may or may not have you in the palm of my hand whenever I want. What? That's how the world should be, right? Come on, kid. You know you want to make this time worth it. So why waste it worrying about what ifs? I did a shit ton of that growing up. You know, I'm way thankful that you're not like those other people. You give me a sense of freedom where I don't get much. I'm a stickler for the rules, don't get me wrong. But I'm also a stickler for breaking them when it suits my fancy. You'd think with how I was raised, how everything started, I'd be someone else. I guess on missions, I'm a whole different person. I let all those bad things come out. I become like a monster. It scares me sometimes, kid. Sometimes I get scared of what I'm capable of doing. How I can turn off the feelings just like that. It makes me think, am I actually still human? Fuck it. I know how it can be. How the trouble of the world gets you down. How there's two sides to every coin, right? But with you, kid, it just doesn't feel like that. I guess your simplicity in it eclipses that complexity you seem to think you have. And you end up really, really fun to be around, go figure. What? I love my beautiful little feather here. What's wrong with that? You got a problem with it, kid? Because I don't fucking care. I'll make those problems disappear now, so you keep trying to deny it, and I'll keep making you believe it's true. Because it is. You and I were true. Nothing truer, you know? I've been craving a moment when all this chaos would subside. And now I have to make that hard decision. What I'm gonna do with you. I thought I'd leave you high and dry. And then you convinced me not to. You're a sneaky one, kid. That's not a bad thing, trust me. I want to stay with you forever. And I'll be damned if I don't stop, but you gotta at least know that you're dating a monster. At least when I turn those feelings off. Yeah, I looked up to Endeavor for a long time, and that led me down this path. I still look up to him. He was my hero. If that makes any kind of sense at all, then, well, stop me if you've heard it before. But something about the way you react, something about the way you look right now, it's just making me more into you, honey. I can't stop now. What would be the point of it? I'm not one of those bullshit kind of heroes. I dare say I'm not a hero at all at this point. More like a attempt at a hero. And you're my saving grace. My hero that saved me from an infinite cycle of lying, repressing myself, sadness, ending up alone again. I sometimes think they want me to be alone. The people who made me like this, they're the ones who seem to get the most out of it. If I'm alone, then I'm loyal, right? That's how it is when you're a weapon. I was raised that way. I mean, for Christ's sake, they made me hurt little animals. To teach me that it was okay. That orders were absolute. That no matter what I do, no matter how much I feel for something, it doesn't matter. When you turn it off, you just flip a switch like that. I can't tell you how it progressed, but it went from small animals, bugs, to larger animals. Little cats and dogs, they had me raised strategically. They made a little boy raise a pet dog for 5 years. 6 cats. I had to kill them with my quirk. Each and every one of them. I thought it'd mess me up, and it really did. I can't tell you how much that hurt, but by the 4th, 5th round of everything, I didn't feel anything anymore. And that's why it's so strange that I feel things with you. It's even stranger that you have feelings for me, that you could think of me as something other than a monster. Because when I look in the mirror and I see those eyes, I see when they made me level up to the point of killing people who were on death row. Sure, they were gonna die either way, right? That's what people could argue, and that's what they did. They just tried to justify everything I did, that they were just making me a weapon. My quirk was perfect for them. And they wanted me to have no hesitation, so when people were begging for their lives, told them they were lied to. They said there was no way. If they could escape me, or if they could kill me, they'd get their freedom. And of course, it put me in a position where I couldn't say no. Now here I am wanting to stop all this, what I was made to do. From the very start, they asked me, do I want to be like Endeavor? Of course I do. But I didn't want to go through all that. And while I can switch that switch still, I don't want to be like a robot, a killing machine. Believe it or not, kid, it weighs heavily on me. I struggle every single day with those urges. The urges to hurt myself, not anyone else. And I know I'm not the only one who does, but you've helped me. because I feel like you can relate to the pain of sometimes life is a cruel and terrible place. Sometimes life beats you up that bad, where you don't think you can ever come back. No, to be fair, I guess sometimes life leads you to someone like you. Like a feather, as light as can be. Yet still, I don't understand you, kid. I don't understand you one bit why you stick around with me. You know I'm just a weapon. I don't have social skills. I got nothing. I've got nothing. Unless you call my pompous attitude and my confidence that's empty, other than with what I do. Well, if you like those things, I guess I'm the damaged goods that just suits you right, huh? Then again, I guess we can both be damaged goods together. I know what it feels like to have people look at you like you're a monster. To have people think of you as incompetent, incorrigible, nothing. They look down at you. All they see is what they want to see, those predetermined, predisposed viewpoints that never make any goddamn sense. But that's not what I see, kid. That's not what you are to me. And you will never be. You will never be. I don't know how to convince you, my beautiful little feather. But I'm gonna try my damnedest to make you feel like you're whole again. Because I'm sick of seeing you broken. Sick of seeing you sad. Seeing you feel empty. Because I know what that felt like, and I can't just be happy all by myself, you know. You made me happy. You make me happy every day. Hell, I haven't felt this free since I learned how to fly for the first time. But still, when it comes to you, I don't want you to feel like you have to hold back. I know how that is. I know how it is firsthand. And it sucks. You feel like no one's listening. No one wants to hear you for that. And it's not a good place to be mentally, emotionally. You feel like it's a dead end. So fuck that. Confide in me. Like I've confided in you. I told you every dark secret I can think of when I think of them. So tell me all those dark secrets if you need someone to know. Tell me all those things that make you hate yourself. And I'll give you a million reasons why I love you. Why that self-hatred, while it may be there for you, for me, probably for everyone, it's not gonna stop me from winning. It's not gonna stop me from making you smile. Because, kid, if I can't do that, I can't do anything. And I'm not gonna let things stop me. I've got nothing to lose, and you know what they say about a man who's got nothing to lose. I'll make it happen. I'll make you happy. What? Don't believe me? Maybe I didn't for a while too. But the more I get to know you, the more I get to know my hopes and dreams, the things I always wanted, I see them in your eyes. You've helped me. And you still do. You tell me I'm not a monster, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. Someone thinking I'm not this horrible, heartless thing. You know, they didn't ever call me by my real name. I only remember it due to something that's kind of ironic. I had a friend in the program. Friend is putting it nicely. His name was Davi. I still know him, of course. We went through a lot of the same horrible things. But it's strange to me why he always considered himself weak. 'Cause he was stronger than me. Without any doubt. Maybe his quirk wasn't as versatile, he couldn't kill things as quick, but he had a drive to hold back. He's not a monster even now. He knew how to stop. He knew where to draw a line. And I didn't do that. And I didn't do that well at all. And now I'm still trying to figure it out. And you're not a monster. Or maybe you're just like me. And I don't care which one it is. You can be whatever kind of monster comes to your heart or mind. And I'd never judge you for it, kid. You'd still be my beautiful, perfect feather. You'd still be the one that makes me passionate day in and day out. And who I'm willing to go against these ingrained, horrible things that have been built up over so many years. I'm willing to toss them to the trash. Throw away my spot as the second hero. As a murder machine. For heroism. No, for you. The only thing strong enough to make me feel like I don't have to be the monster that I think I am. It's love. Plain and simple, right? The love that killed the hate. Self-hate otherwise. You know, I pity them. Particularly, I can never forgive myself for some of the things I've done, but I figure it's a pretty good start. Pretty good start to be with someone who does. You know, somehow, it may sound totally stupid, but whenever I kiss you, it all just feels right. All those apprehensive feelings, they melt away. And I feel like I can actually be a human. Like I don't have to worry about life and death. The serious stuff just goes away. And I feel like I'm real. Yeah, that probably sounds real stupid, but I don't always feel real. Sometimes I feel like I'm not. Like I'm some kind of machine meant to work in place of people. Like some kind of guard dog meant to bite everyone except for those people who made me. Listen. Oh, a surprise kiss, eh? Looks like you're getting the hang of this diplomacy thing. At least with making me happy. Is it making you happy too? Because, judging by that look on your face, I'd say you look pretty happy. Am I right? Well, look at that. Guess I get another kiss for winning. Works for me. And let me tell you, after all this stress of today, throwing my previous life in the garbage for you, I don't actually regret anything. Transferred all the money out tonight. We'll be set for life if we want. But really, the money doesn't matter. It's all about having our safety, being rid of these people who are no doubt gonna chase us. Most of it's probably gonna go to hiding us, and the rest of it will be a bit of business, a bit of pleasure, you name it. I'm not sure what you want in this world other than me. But I can tell you, I'm a simple man. Most of what I want, it's right in front of me. The rest of it is right in here. You see, I want you, but I also want you to be happy. What kind of love would I be if I ignored the fact that you think you're a monster sometimes? Just because I've gotten somewhat past, made some progress on mine, doesn't mean that monster inside your heart is doing too well. Why don't you be real with me? How do you feel about yourself? Loaded question? Thought so. Don't feel like you have to answer it. What's more important than talking about you is talking about right now. Because whatever lies in the past, we can't really change that. But we can change our present and our future. Let's make it something. Something that you want it to be. I was thinking maybe we could open up a cafe. Make something nice instead of something sad. Doesn't have to be saving the world in order for it to be happy. I'd just like to do something honest for once, you know? Sure, you could argue I was working for the heroes, but what's a hero and what's a villain? But a difference in who has the money and who has the law behind them. Money, law, it all goes hand in hand, and then everyone just looks like black and white. You just see those people with X's on their back and their X's on their back. They're not people anymore. You just see them as numbers. Instead, I want to see them as people again. Maybe we could even start a family. I think I'd be a pretty terrible father, but you never know. Maybe I'm better at things that I thought I wasn't. Maybe I've got potential. Never know till you try me. Trust me, kid. You've only scratched the surface of what you need to know about me. I've got plenty of secrets still. What? Can't tell my life story in 15 minutes. I could try it in maybe a few hours, maybe a few days. But I think it's gonna take years for you to understand what I'm saying, kid. You might be my beautiful feather. You feel as light as one when I hold you like this and snuggle, let me tell you. I could bury myself in you and never get tired of the smell. You have the perfect scent, you know that? Makes me feel at home. Like I don't have to go and smell something like blood or sad things, no. You smell calm, gentle. Like the night. Like a contrast between the pale moon and the deep voids of space. Pardon my poetic nature, but kid, you've got it going on. What could I say? I'm a big fan of yours. At least in that way. You've got the personality and looks that add just a bit of mystery. Though I could pick on you non-stop. You're a little vulnerable there. Why is that? I'm surprised you're not more confident, kid. I mean, you are dating a monster here. I don't mind being your little monster. What? Got under your skin? I'd rather get pressed against your lips like that. Hey, kid. I'm about to say something really, really stupid. You gonna listen to me? It's stupid, it's reckless, and it's something not a lot of people would agree to, you know? Marry me. Right here, right now. Come on, kid. I told you it'd be stupid. Yeah, that's what I thought you'd You will. Oh, I can't exactly take that as a no. We're gonna get married right here, then. May sound like a stupid dream, but I always dreamed of getting married. Ever since I was a little boy, I thought of two things in my future, was finding someone who I could love and cherish for the rest of my life, and being a hero that would make them proud. Isn't it strange how life throws wrenches into the whole fucking thing? The fact that you said yes. And I can't tell you how much that means, kid. I do. I love you. You're the only person in the world I'd count the stars with. The only person in the world I could see myself actually getting old with. I never expected to live very long. In fact, we live by contracts in the company. If I were to just defect on it, my life would be forfeit. They're gonna try and kill me for what I know, which isn't even very much. And we're gonna have to stay on the run, so never a dull moment, right? Might as well get married now and deal with all that bullshit later. For now, your husband wants you as close as possible. Is that in my list of things I can request? You're so cute. And just the right amount of cheeky, too. You can match my stubbornness, which is saying something, kid. You really are as light as a feather. And 1,000,000 times more kissable. I don't know why, but that look you give always puts a smile on my face even when I feel like crying. All this time I felt my life was like a leaf in the wind, never knowing when I'd fall to the ground and rot, but with you I feel like I can defy gravity. Like I can make things change for the better. Maybe be a hero where people don't expect me to be a weapon. Maybe I can have both my dreams. You're right, I shouldn't give up on them, right? Not bad. You really know how to make your husband feel more like a big toned pile of muscles. Bet you thought I'd say something vulnerable, but I can't let you have that. No, you're gonna have to work for that one. You wanna tease me, you gotta level up your teasing by a lot. You, however, you're just the right consistency to tease. What can I say? Besides, when I wrap my wings around you like this, can you feel it? The warmth, even if it's cold outside. I can hold you that much closer. It feels good, kid. To know I get to be your husband. Forever and ever, just you and I. I always dreamed of this, so... Oh, see how that washes to the surface, and I love you. And I'm not even gonna say some kind of cheeky line, because I love you too much to think about one. So, my father, I'll hold you close and save you from anyone who would do you harm. And I got no intention of going back on this. I feel like we're standing in front of our families, in front of the world, saying exactly what needs to be said. And I love you. Isn't it just that simple? I love you. Much more than anything in this world. So much that it's hard to hold back, you know? I just want to make you mine. Even more than I already have. Well, if there's no objections, you have quite a needy husband, so don't mind if I do. makes it all the more worth it, you know. Keep doing that, and I'll just have to tease you more. Though you could at least try and put up a resistance, it just doesn't seem very convincing when you act like that. Trust me, I can get used to that. And by the looks of things, so could you. Cute as hell. And a whole lot more I could say that would be illegal. Isn't that right, my cute little feather? Look at you. Just like I expected. You must be just like me then. Depraved to the core. Maybe just honest. All depends on your perspective of it, I guess. Just relax. And I'll take care of everything. I'll make sure that your husband doesn't disappoint. Somehow that expression, it really suits you. Makes me want to tease you more, and I have a feeling if it's any indicator, it's gonna make tonight a wild one. So cute. So damn cute. So, are you proud? Proud to be mine? Maybe I can be a monster in a good way. Because you deserve a monster, don't you? Well, that's exactly what I'll give you then. Just don't be too scared when things get a little heated. I love you. I wish I could say I could ever hold back, but I'm afraid I'm not a man of much restraint. You make all the chains fall off. You make me feel so alive, babe. Make me feel like I'm real, like this is real. And I know it is, but don't blame me for thinking you're too angelic to be real. You know, you're my dreams come true. Now, why don't I be your devil as well as your angel? No, don't panic, chicken wing. I'll treat you well from here until forever. You think I could just leave you be? I ain't going anywhere, no matter who has a say in it. Really testing me, aren't you? Shut up. Snark even now. I know exactly how to shut you up. I love you. That's sure one hell of a way to have a night. Together, intertwined with my spouse. How do you like it? Holding your husband closer than anyone. Same here. What's the matter? Monster got your tongue? I just like holding you close, okay? I'm a simple man, but you already knew that. Now, before you get too cocky, kid, don't forget all of this is risking our lives. We're gonna run away together. We're really doing this thing. I still can't believe it, like, that I would run away from the system that raised me. And for someone like you, I'd say it's a good deal. You think I had doubts? No time for that. Especially not in my line of work. What would they do if they found out that I had cracks in my armor like that? If I had faulty wings or was a fried chicken like Dobby, I'd have been dead a long time ago. Come on. You know it's not worth that. We're worth living, you and I. And I'm sick of people telling me what I can and cannot do. I want to be a free bird with you. I want to fly the skies with you in my arms and never fall. Never be shot down by arrows or hunted with guns. I want a peaceful life where I don't have to be this chicken for the slaughter. I know you can see it. If you couldn't, I'd wonder if you had eyes. I am struggling, but not for the reason you think. I'm worried about you getting hurt, of course. They wanted me to kill you. So they're of course gonna go after you too, so... guess the safest way is if we stick together. Face them together, and hope that they have some mercy on this power couple in their honeymoon phase. Trust me, this honeymoon phase will never end as long as I'm alive. And no one's brave enough to try and kill me, trust me. I'm the #1 assassin they got, so... the chances of them actually sending someone stronger than me is unlikely. Very unlikely, actually. Though, who knows, maybe they have a bomb planted somewhere in my body and they're gonna use it against me. It was a joke, I know they don't. There's a good reason for it, too. Endeavor pulled some strings for me, so... that's not even possible. Now, enough of that. I think we're past due for some great cuddles. Holding you close like this gets really addictive, you know. Really, really addictive. Because every time I get to, every single time I do, it makes me feel like I'm gonna be able to do this for real. And I realize we're actually doing it for real tomorrow. What a hell of a night we're gonna have. Well, I can promise you that. We'll make it one hell of a honeymoon. Trust me, we'll get to see the world. Eat the best food in the world. Go and fly through the mountains, through the beaches. Maybe go on a cruise. You name it. There isn't anything I wouldn't do with you. Hell, if you want to count the stars, you're like the only person I've ever imagined that I could actually do that with. I know I mentioned it earlier, but counting stars could be pretty boring, you know. I mean, look at how many there are. I like looking at them, don't get me wrong. Especially when you go above the cloud line, you could see them like nothing else. Want to go there next time? Nothing says romance like laying on a cloud. If only you could actually lay on the clouds. At least we can fly above them. That's definitely something, yeah? Let's make it happen. The cloud 9 I want to get to right now is right here. Sorry, can't let you escape that easy. Your husband's grip is just a bit more enticing than going away to the cold side of the bed, right? Instead, let's hold each other. Talk it out tonight. We can talk about anything, promise. Doesn't matter what it is. We'll make it interesting, trust me. Could even have some truth or dare in there, so it's nice and fun, exciting, passionate. You name it. I won't let it be anything else, trust me. Have I ever been dull? That's one thing this monster will never be. And this one thing, this husband of yours. I'm afraid he's hopelessly in love with you. Hopelessly enamored by those beautiful eyes. Hopefully enamored with holding you so close he can feel your heartbeat. What a pesky husband, right? Guess you're stuck with him. Your husband's a needy man, so I demand more cuddles.